Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Jennifer, the creator behind Jennifer's Little Things LLC. This is the real, raw, and faith-filled journey of starting my handmade business from the ground up. From t-shirts and notebooks to packaging orders and pushing through the hard days, I'm taking you behind the scenes of building a brand with purpose, passion, and prayer. So if you are into chasing dreams too, hit that subscribe button and let's grow together. Let's get right into today's video. Hey guys, welcome back to another day in the life of a business owner. I am Jennifer, also known as TheJenniferMonique on social media. Last time I left you guys, we had just finished creating a shirt, and I'll put it right here for that one to put for the website. So that one has actually been added onto the website. I did go ahead and add it as the white shirt with purple writing or the white shirt with black writing. So currently I already did that. We were supposed to go ahead and balance all our stuff. So at first I had this column pad here, which a lot of businesses probably do use this, where you can write like the categories up top, all your items at the bottom, and how much they cost. But honestly, as a finance girl who loves numbers but who has learned a lot about Excel sheets, I am going to, instead of using that, because I had started one here, and honestly I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to create an Excel spreadsheet and save it in my Google Docs and back it up on a hard drive, because you know you're gonna need those things for tax purposes. Therefore I can have like each sheet on my Excel sheet that is dedicated to a month, if that makes sense. And then just in case I forget to add an item, which hopefully I will not, then I could just, you know, add the next page. So that is what I'm actually going to be working on this morning. I don't want to get behind on anything just because I've been buying like inventory. We've been having to buy a lot of inventory, you know, just to get started, as well as buying, like you guys know, like the domain name and all that. So I want to make sure that I get all of that situated, documented in and everything. So that's what I need to work on this morning. It's not very interesting, honestly. It's a lot of paperwork. So yeah. But it is currently, what time is it, y'all? Currently 7, I don't know if y'all can see that, 7:26 a.m. So hopefully this should not take me but an hour. So I'm gonna work on this for the next hour and creating this. It's Sunday, so all the stuff that we talked about last time, like waiting on like the business license and the planning, the zone for the planning, no, I'm still waiting on that because it's Sunday. It's literally the next day from yesterday. So next day from the last vlog. Yo, my pups are so funny. Hold on. Honestly, don't have a clue what he's even looking out the window at. So that is what I'm about to work on this morning, is getting that stuff done. What else we need to do today, y'all? We need to be planning out the soft opening and everything. Yeah, need to plan out the soft opening too, but y'all, that's all I'm about to be working on. Hydrate before you caffeinate. I had to make me some water. I filled it up with some electrolytes. I'm trying to hydrate, drink water before I drink caffeine. So I finally could have my caffeine, y'all. Hallelujah. But let's get to creating this sheet.
You don't care what you're doing to me. I've been down in the ruins so deep. All the games that you played, all the love you forsaken, you let it slip away. You don't care what you're doing to me. Every setback, every mishap, every time you say you gon' change. Say you get it, you regret it, I forgive it, but you stay the same. You should cry an ocean for me, for the dumb shit and the damage you've done. Cause I've been crying oceans for weeks. Tried to fight it, but I'm drowning alone. Sister, save me now. Save me now.
Hey y'all, so hold on. on. It is now 8:42 a.m. I think it was like 7:20 something, so it took like an hour and 22 minutes. But what I did create is my Excel spreadsheet for the rest of the year. I just have, I don't want to show like everything only because it actually has like the numbers of the business or whatever, but I did do like one sheet, as you know, it's Excel sheet, one sheet, we may or may not know, I don't know. But anyway, one sheet is basically like my reoccurring expenses. So like the post office box, the registered agent, my domain, who hosts my website, where I go through shipping, as well as like my name reservation, and then subscriptions for like Canva. I have those on there, and like the reoccurring, and then how often they reoccur, and then how much the yearly amount is. I wanted to know how much the yearly amount is because I wanted to know just right now, based to just operate, just without anything else, but just operate, how much that would be for me a year. And so I have that together, so therefore I could know that based off like, okay, each year, just the basis for the business just to operate, right? Just operate. This is how much it's going to cost me each year. So this is the goal that I want to hit, to make sure that I always have this amount set in the business savings account. So basically they're just keeping the business operating. So that's the first thing I did. Then the second thing, I created another sheet that has like my expenses total for the year. So basically how much is the startup operation expenses, marketing, advertisement, like subscriptions, inventory, how much I'm spending throughout the entire year. Just so therefore at the, of course, you don't want to look at this at the end of the year. You probably want to look at this every quarter, even every monthly, but I want to know how much at the end of the year, how much did I spend out on all these expenses, as well as I made a separate column that has for sales for each month. And basically, I don't know if you use Excel, but this sounds like it's about to complicate. Basically, the sheet is all my expenses totaled up for the year, and also all the sales for the year, and then it tells me how much the profit was for each month and how much the profit was for the year. So that just made one sheet. Then to break it down a little bit further, I have a separate sheet just for like each month. So it starts in July. So I have a sheet for July, August, September, October, November, and December so far. So basically for the month of July, maybe I can show you June, because I'll do one for June and it doesn't have any numbers on there. So let me show you guys that from my phone, what it looks like, because it doesn't have any numbers. Okay, so basically here I will put the date that I purchased stuff, the name of the company I purchased it from, and currently what category it goes under. And then at the bottom, it's gonna tell me at the end of June how much I spent on operating costs, which it shouldn't be every month. That's usually just the first time you open, but how much I'm spending on marketing, how much I'm spending on subscriptions, how much I'm spending on inventory at the end of the month. And then at the bottom, it'll have like a grand total. This one does not have my grand total expense because again, it was pointless. So basically, as categories add, I'm able to add the categories in there and continue to just keep up. But as you can see, I have done it for, I just started in May, but ooh, this is dirty. But I have done it all the way out to December. And so this is what I was talking about. Like I have a sheet for just my reoccurring expenses, and it tells you about that. So basically that is what my business expense sheet is currently looking like. It is very, basic, but I like it more being on like an Excel sheet versus this, because I don't feel like typing everything out. I feel like I'm a faster typer than I am a writer. So basically, because once this is complete, I can actually just continue to add as the years go on. And then eventually, as the business begins to grow, we'll move over to a more, a platform that will actually track all this for me, because I know there are platforms that can track this all for you. Like you don't have to do it every month. Like literally, it tracks you by your debit card, and then it separates by the expenses for you, and you just print off at every month. But right now, like I mentioned, maybe in the last video, I'm trying to keep my costs low right now because we're just starting up. And until we're making like profitable sales, I really don't want to add too much overhead, because I don't want too much going out, because right now I already see how much it is to operate. And so looking at that, I want to look at just knowing how much it is to actually operate a year. I'm going to divide that by 12, and that's the bare minimum goal of sales that I need to make a month to still stay in business, basically. So that's the reason why I did the reoccurring expenses and how much it's gonna cost each year for me to operate, and I could just divide that by 12 months. And that's basically my goal, like how much I want to make each month, the bare minimum. That's not, I should say the bare minimum of how much I want to make each month. So therefore the business can actually operate and it, you know, it doesn't go out of business because we have enough money. So now that I know how much it costs to operate, I just calculated that. So monthly, that would be this amount here. And because I'm a math person, I actually put all the cents. So I was gonna round up, but I don't wanna, you know, round up. But I now know that. So that is something I feel like I didn't think about when I first started a business, is really sitting down to think about, okay, you're spending what on a yearly, monthly, well, I should say yearly basis to operate the business. These things have to be paid. Right now, you know, I'm not paying myself or anything like that. So this is just to operate. How much do I need to make on a monthly basis? And that should be basically my minimum goal. So of course you want to make more, but just knowing that's how much it is. So basically what I would do is, as sales come in, I would transfer money to the business savings account, which is my opinion. This is not business advice either. This is not business advice. Seek your own accounting. Seek your own accounting. But I'm going to transfer that amount of money into the business savings account times 2. And I say times 2 because one, I want to make sure that I have enough money at the end, like when it's time to renew all the stuff in there. 1, 2, I also want to make sure that I have enough money to cover just in case anything goes short a month. You know what I mean? Or if any unexpected expenses come up, I want to make sure I have that in there. And then I will have another, you know, probably a savings account just going to be for like my taxes at the end of the year. So, but that's what I'm thinking right now. I did take some accounting classes, but like I said, seek your own accountant, because this is definitely not business advice. This is definitely Jennifer's advice for Jennifer and her business. I am gonna probably do a little bit more research on like accounting and probably buy an accounting book just to make sure that all my checks, you know, everything's balanced. My T's are crossed, my I's are dotted, and my O's look like O's. They're all the way around and not looking like a U, basically. So I am gonna do that on my own time, just because right now I don't have, you know, the business doesn't have the funds to hire an accountant, but I still wanna make sure that it is to teach, just in case, you know, down the road you're audited or we're audited. I want to make sure that everything's correct. So that wasn't too much like fun entertainment stuff, but definitely it is stuff behind the scenes that a lot of business, you know, you may not think about when you start a business, all the stuff that you know, that type of stuff, because you want to make sure your documents in order and you have a strong foundation now. So therefore, as the business continues to grow, and you may have to hand out this task to someone else, you know what it's supposed to look like. Okay, you know what it's supposed to look like. So that's that. Hey y'all, so it is, what is it? It's Saturday. I don't know. The last time I talked to you guys, I was doing like the accounting things for the business, but this week I have been able to accomplish. No, I had already got my planning permit. I'm still working on my business license, y'all. Like, I finally got all the stuff sent into the them. I definitely should have just went down there and did it, because I could have just all got it done in one day. But since I had to work, I figured I would just do it online. Listen, it takes a little bit longer with it. I'm just telling myself, Jennifer, be patient. So I got all the documentations in there, signed up to get my business, my seller's license. Now, yeah, business seller's license, and then like state, county taxes, and all of that stuff, girl. So a whole bunch of stuff. But one thing I think I am gonna do is I'm gonna buy this book. It's called Tax Accounting for Small Businesses. I just want to make sure that starting off now, you know, if you don't know, my master's is in finance, but finance is more like, you know, that it's different than like accounting. So I did take a few accounting classes. I know how to do like the budget sheet and all of that information, all that other jazz, but I want to make sure that at the beginning that all my stuff is done correctly. So I am gonna buy that book, and I'm gonna, you know, my plan is to read through it and get all that stuff done, but that's probably not interesting. But I did want to show you guys, I don't know if you follow, maybe seen it on like one of my shorts, but I did get in my first set of DTF. So guys, you know, I'm making shirts or whatever, but I want to do like some DTF transfers, because currently, if you don't know, I've been using like my Cricut. Love my Cricut, but layering can sometimes take a lot of energy. So I did get some coming in, as well as, y'all, I am testing different shirts. So currently I get this one brand of shirts for my business, but I like it, but I want the quality to be a little better. So I'm testing out some shirts, because once we launch, we're gonna launch with those shirts that we currently have. So, you know, they're kind of like solid shirts, of course, but then the designs are also solid too as well. But after that, we're gonna be rolling out another collection. So yeah, but stop getting too deep into that. I just want to show you guys. So this is the first one that we got, the DTF. This is so cute. Do y'all see that? Like, suspect drives past the gas station on E. Yo, this is me. So I'm thinking about putting it on like this cream color shirt. Like, I feel like it's such soft material, but putting it on here, I feel like it would just be so cute together. At first I was gonna look for like this color red shirt, but then I was like, no, I feel like cream, because you can wear it with a lot. So that's the first one. Then the second one we have here is this one here. I thought it was so cute. It's basically like teach, love, inspire, motivation, lead, encourage, and it has like the crayons and the leopard print. I feel like this would be really good for teachers, but also just in general. I love the neutral colors, and we're going into fall. So we'll see how that one goes, just because now that I think about it, it is dedicated more towards teachers. So yeah, so hope for that. But I'm probably just gonna put them on this color shirt here. So I got this color shirt that I want to try out, and then I went to Michael's and I picked up this color shirt too. It's like a little mustard color. I don't know what design I'm gonna print on there, but that's that. Little haul, I ended up buying a new blade, because I want to create my own sign. So I bought this wooden sign here. This sign, I want to create my own little sign to put in the back of my videos. It'll just say like Jennifer's Little Things. I'm trying to decide if I want to stain it, or do I just want to leave it unstained. So I've seen on YouTube this video tutorial where she made it, but she made it out of this kind of foam sheet. And so since our colors have like that purple, that yellow in there, I feel like that'll be really cute. So that's gonna be my project probably for tomorrow. I'm gonna let you guys know how that turns out. But that's that. So if it turns out well, I don't know if there's something that's gonna be coming to the shop. But I do wanna do this unboxing. I got another package in from Amazon. So I wanna do the unboxing, but I need to create a video for my small business owners. Everything is content. At this point, everything is content. So no matter how small or how big your stuff is, like orders coming in, create the content. Create the content. You know, like I have this one friend, she said something and it's resonated with me so much. She was like, you know what? You're one video away to whatever your goal is. So keep posting. All you need is one. The one video may reach your entire target audience. So if you're starting a small business, even if you haven't launched. So if you haven't noticed, with my business, we haven't launched yet, y'all. Last time I had a business, I rushed everything, and I don't want to rush it. I want to make sure that everything is fine, as in like to T, and then just making sure everything's just correct. So this time I'm making sure everything is correct. It was correct last time, but I felt like I was excited. So when you're excited, you're like rushing to do things, rushing to get stuff out. No, I just want to do it organically. So we've already started doing like YouTube videos, already started doing reels, shorts, TikTok, create a page. Do we have that many followers yet? No, but that's fine, because I want to build my audience, and I want the people who's on those pages to be people who actually buy from me. So that's what we've been doing, but I need to put these up. I bought this stand from Michael's, right? This is what I'm talking about. I rushed by. I was excited and wanted to buy it, but y'all, I don't know if it's gonna be big enough. for what I want to do. But it's good for right now. But I feel like I'm gonna need to eventually venture out to buy a bigger desk, because I'm gonna need like a shipping section. But right, that's neither here nor there. But I need to straighten up some things and then do a little unboxing. So let's straighten up this little desk that I'm talking about, because if I want the Lord to bless me with more, I need to take care and keep up with stuff I have now. So we definitely need to do that.
It's the end of the weekend, but I still wanna turn up. Yeah, I still wanna turn up. All I want is to go again, but you ain't picking your phone up. Why you messing my head up? Any night, any day, let me take you away. All I need is just saying yeah, 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 yeah. Better nights, better days, when you're here with me, babe, 'cause you're all that I crave. So I wonder, where are you? Don't hide away from me when I need you most. We got love guaranteed, and I have to know, say, where are you? Don't be so hard to reach, just pick up your phone. Tell me where you'll be, 'cause I gotta know. Let me know when you're ready, 'cause I made reservations. Too many invitations, and the last night was heavy. I need communication. Tell me where's your location. Used to talk 24/7, every other second, just to make sure we were up to date. Now it's closer to 11, and I ain't hearing nothing. I just need to know that you're okay. Where are you? Baby, don't hide away from me when I need you most. We got love guaranteed, and I have to know, say, where are you? Hey, don't be so hard to reach, just pick up your phone. Tell me where you'll be, 'cause I gotta know. Any night, any day, let me take you away. All I need is you saying yeah, yeah, yeah. Better nights, better days, when you're here with me, babe, 'cause you're all I crave. So I wonder, where are you? Baby, don't hide away from me when I need you most. We got love guaranteed.
Alright guys, so like I mentioned, everything's content. So today I got in this right here, which is really cute. It's pink, even though our colors are not pink, but it is what it is. But I want to eventually branch out to start making cups or whatever. Should I have purchased this at the beginning? No, I shouldn't have. But I ended up purchasing this. I want to start making cups, and it comes with like this squeegee, and so I ended up buying these glasses. So that's gonna be like my project behind the scenes. I want to test out a few first, so that may not be happening until maybe like our October launch, because we do have something special coming in October. So we have a special launch coming up in October, so I wanted to start making those. So that video you saw probably will not come out, excuse me, that short you just saw me do probably will not come out until probably like the week before we released these. And so I thought these were so cute, y'all. Like, this is cute. Like, this straw is, it's like a thicker straw. So I still have a little bit more research, but that is something I want to venture out to do. So I want to do a little bit more research on, you know, packaging everything, making sure everything arrives not broken. And then it does come with just 3 of these. So, well, oh my god, that's 4. Comes with 4 of these straw cleaners. So I don't know, maybe the first 12 that come, I just, you know, basically I don't want to get into it. Don't worry about it. I got some thinking to do. how I want to branch everything out. So that's what that order is for. It's for, in other words, it's just for a new release. So that's that. Oh, let me put this back on top. I'm just gonna put this box somewhere on the side because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 in there. So I'm just thinking about how I want to release them. I don't want to have like a lot of them. I kind of want it to be like limited edition and see what sells excuse me, y'all, what sells best. So if you guys want to see how I really well, should I say, when we get to that part of like the get ready to launch, I'll be doing a video about that too, so y'all just stay tuned. But
I hate the fact that we lost touch. The Uber pulling up on call. Tell me, is you trying to fall through? I'ma leave it up to you. What you wanna do? Look, I'm trying to spend this time with you. Know we overdue. What you doing right now? Baby, won't you swing my way? It's been a day and I've been thinking out loud. I know I want you. Long time since the last time. Got a tab, we could run up. Knew you from the way, now we grown up. My little girl made the realest ones nervous. But if you want it, tap in. I think that I know somewhere that we could go to crash land. We could keep the pace on slow jam. Don't leave me on red. Can we go back where we first began? No plans, all we had was the moment. This text, I know it's a toss-up. Now I'm paid by the sentence.
Alright guys, flip the camera. So just got my packaging from Amazon, just doing a little content. Of course, I use my phone for a lot, but I always have it on like the grid mode, and then my little light, just because in my office right now it's not dark, but the lighting is not the best right now because I don't have the curtains open over there, and these are closed just because if I have these curtains open it won't look right. But so I remember I told you guys I was making a sign. So I ended up, some of my stuff came in. These right here are actually weeding pens to weed your vinyl. So it's not like a real pen, but it helps to just weed out your vinyl. So these are super cute. They're kind of, I heard they're kind of better than the hook, so I ended up ordering these. Then for my project, I just ended up ordering just these little paint brushes. They're not expensive. They were like maybe $6, $7.99 because I'm probably gonna use them, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to use it again just due to the glue. Speaking of the glue, I ended up picking up this precision craft glue. So all of this is actually to make my sign with the make my sign with these like the wooden thing I showed you guys from Michael's. Make that. So that's what all this right here stuff is for. It came in today. So probably, I don't know if I'm gonna work on it today, honestly, just because I need to actually print out some vinyl to put on some shirts too. But yeah, so that's what I'm getting ready to do. Well, maybe that's what I'm getting ready to do. But anyway, I'm gonna end this vlog here and probably gonna pick up the vlog because it's Sunday. So I usually try to do it like Sunday, pick up the next vlog for Sunday because y'all, I got some stuff to update y'all with. But you gotta wait till next vlog. So bye, if you made it to the end, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like button. If you guys want to see more content like this, just know it is on the way. But until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.